Hi everybody, this is Brett with Hoptown Flyer on a beautiful Hillsboro, Oregon morning, and it is a perfect morning for flying to the coast. I'm going to land at a little runway next to the beach and have breakfast at a little diner just a short walk from the airport. I'll be taking 5440 Hotel. Kelly and I are getting ready to go wheels up. We'll take off from Twin Oaks Air Park, just southwest of Portland, Oregon, and flying about 84 nautical miles to the coast and landing at a little skinny runway in Pacific City. In fact, it's the skinniest runway I've ever landed on. So let's go. Clear prop. Feet on the brakes. And
dummy, I got you good. Yep. So cool. Yeah, we're good to go. Okay. Yep. Let's watch for him here. Good. Here we go. Got my hand. It's our feet a little bit here. Cool.
Not a bad takeoff, huh?
No, that looked great. You were right on the center line and looking good. Nice morning. This is amazing.
Sure is.
So I checked the weather and the NOTAMs there. There weren't any NOTAMs or anything. The weather at Tillamook was really good. At Newport was a little bit mist with a lower visibility, but we don't have any weather at Pacific City, so we're going to have to see when we get there. But based on what I'm seeing at Tillamook, it's looking pretty good. So if you want, we'll hang a right and we'll just follow your line on over there and head on over. Now with this airplane, you can probably lower your nose just a little bit. You'll probably climb across 80 or so. A little bit better visibility. And it also helps a little. But then,
what's this guy? Oops, I'm sorry.
You'll go back there. There you go.
What's this guy here?
That's the airport. There's sportsmen. But this guy is diamonds are traffic.
Oh, okay.
Or the little arrow there.
Okay.
So that's a really nice feature. And it'll also, if the track, like this one, it won't even point out because it's not a factor. It's over 8,000 feet above us.
Uh-huh.
But if it was a factor, it would point it out to us. Traffic 1 o'clock high. Traffic 6 o'clock low.
Take a picture?
All right, you got it. One thing too about Pacific City is it's a probably the shortest runway you'll ever land.
Shorter than Twin Oaks?
Shorter than Twin Oaks. 1,500 feet long and 400 feet long.
Ah.
It's very narrow. It's 25 feet wide. So on our A game. But yeah, you'll definitely like it over there, and I hope it's not foggy. We'll see. It was looking good at Tillamook.
I've been to Pacific City. I rode my bike out there, my Harley out there with met some friends. We all rented a house for.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of peaceful up here.
I know. This is nice. Very nice. Yeah, you were just, I mean, all of flying is fun, don't get me wrong, but you were just getting to the fun part with the cross countries, because with the cross countries we get to go to some pretty cool places, like across the mountains over to Madras, or out to the coast, or...
We were talking about that, doing one like towards Mount Hood,
and
then one to the coast, bouncing on the coast and coming back.
Definitely.
offline there a little bit.
You're doing fine. So a couple days ago, well, actually yesterday even, you couldn't do this because there was flight restrictions in effect. There were 2 over the coast range, and that's just basically to protect firefighting aircraft. So they had a big kind of a ring shut down and whatnot, but it's nice. They lifted them. I checked them this morning, and there's nothing out here, so looking good.
Still climbing.
Yep, so just trim your nose down just a hair, and the throttle might have raised ahead a little bit. We'll pull it back about, a little under 25 is fine. There you go. Now see how it's saying, because you picked up so much speed, it dropped down the time to get to your destination. This one can't quite do, like, predict what your cruise is going to be, but it just does it based on what the current speed is doing right now. And look here, it'll show us how we're going 96 knots. And we'll be there in 21 minutes and 40 something seconds. And this is, oh yeah, by the way, this is all touchscreen. So that's kind of new.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, it's really slick. The only thing that gets me in it is it's not like an iPhone or it's not like your Droid, because you know you're used to on the phone where you take it and you kind of expand it. You can't do that. I want to do that all the time, but Garmin hasn't done that, so you've got to go zoom in and out here.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate you squeezing me in like this for a couple days.
No problem. Definitely. Well, this is fun too. We get to go see some of the neatest parts of Oregon for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, I've never flown to the coast, so I'm really excited. That's cool. That lake up like on top of the mountain.
I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's some sort of a reservoir or.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised at how quick of a hop it is. I mean, there's this ridge line coming up, and then there's the next ridge line, and then it's the beach.
Yeah.
Really quick. Pretty cool to look down. It's a pretty rugged terrain down there. For sure.
Not a whole lot of emergency landing spots there.
Not especially.
Probably have to try that lake right there.
Yeah.
Try to emergency land this way, you go off the dam. That way you crash into some trees.
I know. Well, I'd land probably, sorry, not an ideal situation.
Going that way, I guess, right? I mean, I don't even know how you line that up.
Probably land as close to the shoreline as you could.
Yeah.
If not, maybe even on the beach. There's not much of a beach, though.
No.
Or, you know, if there's any clear spot nearby. The problem is, a lot of the clear cut, I'd probably try and land on a road in the clear cut, to be honest.
Yeah?
Because there's not a lot of, I mean, that's probably your best bet. A lot of stuff in the clear cut has some big old stumps and stuff in it too, so that's kind of tough.
But and the roads are like this. I mean, they're...
I know, they're pretty snaky and windy.
So let's just say, for the sake of argument, we've got engine out here. Where would you go? Looking around.
Probably land right to the right down there. On one of those roads. I know it's not, but...
Yeah? How long do you think that runway is?
I'd probably go out to the right and then to the left and then hang a right. You see that one that's going up there? I'd probably try and land on that.
And you would land uphill?
I would, yeah. If I had time, yep. But yeah, you're right. There's not a lot of good options. And
this plane flies really smoothly.
I know it is. Yeah, it's as smooth as glass.
That's the ocean.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It did just pop over the ridge.
Indeed. So down in that valley over there, you can kind of see some houses, that big old bowl kind of cut out.
Yep.
That's Tillamook.
Okay.
So I think we're going to be in luck. I think the weather's going to hold here. Looking good. Was the box trolls a success? I mean, commercially?
Yeah, I think it, you know, I made money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, it was another feather in Leica's cap because we got an Oscar nomination on it. So that Disney Big Hero 6 beat us, which I thought was the least deserving of all of them. But
yeah,
all the Oscar voters said, well, I didn't see everything, but my kids loved Big Hero 6, and it does have a Disney stamp on it, you know. And
yeah.
I mean, I can't really bemoan Disney too much. I worked for them for 2 years, but
yeah,
you know, it also seems like if it says Pixar or Disney on it, it's almost an automatic win, no matter how good or bad the movie is. I worked on Monster House too, and Cars beat us out of all movies. Pixar's Cars, which was essentially Doc Hollywood in animated form.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So there's Pelican Rock right there. You see it out there?
Yep.
That's a good aiming point. So where we're going is fine, but let's start descending a little bit.
Okay.
Because we're getting close. We're about 12 miles. And then they have runway 32 and runway 14. And I prefer 32. If it's dead calm, we'll land 32 because it's basically landing to the north. And then we don't have to go over this thing. And like I said, it's pretty short, so we're going to probably land with 30 or 40 degrees flaps.
Okay.
And you want to be right on 70 miles an hour.
Okay.
And I'll coach you a little bit. But yeah, it's literally in the middle of town. Did you see the airstrip when you were out here?
No.
Okay. Well, you'll be surprised. Pretty cool.
What's that big building to the right?
That's the Air Museum.
What is it?
Air Museum.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I've passed that before. I didn't realize. I passed it coming back from Tillamook.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's got a bunch of old warplanes in it, I think, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I just remember it 'cause it's all rusty like that.
Yep, they used to have two, but one of them they were storing hay in about 10 or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And burned down. But those were World War II blimp hangars.
Oh.
They had like a blimp base.
That's why they're giant.
Yep, to look for, I don't know, Japanese submarines that were coming that never did.
Yeah, and if you let me think about this. Am I thinking about this correctly? Over by the lighthouse, I think there's some bunkers. That. No, I take that back. That was in San Francisco.
Okay.
I bounce around too much. I don't even know where I am anymore.
That's okay.
In fact, I woke up this morning. I was trying to remember where I was, what country I was in.
Oregon, or where am I at?
So still maintain this, or you want to?
This is good. We'll just keep this descent going here.
Are we going to go out over the water and come back?
A little bit, yep. Yeah, we'll just kind of head to the beach, and then we'll make a left.
Okay.
And if you want to let them know we're about 9 to the northeast, be inbound for 32.
And are we on? Do we switch over?
I switched you. Yeah, 122.9er. Yep.
So we're 9 to the northeast for runway 32.
Perfect. Yep.
And we're landing on
Pacific City.
Pacific City traffic, Cessna 5440 Hotel. Say that again. Where were we?
We're 8 to the northeast.
8 to the northeast for runway 32. Pacific City.
Cool.
Loading.
I know. This is so cool. I love the beach.
Great. It's my first time flying over water like this.
See the waves. It's pretty nice. Not too windy.
There's a big long landing strip right along the waterway.
Yep.
A little more bumpy.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is the smoothest airplane I've flown that you guys have.
I like this plane a lot. It's nice.
I'm kicking that ball around. This one's just...
I know, it is smooth as glass, this thing. We've had 40 Hotel for a long time. Had this airplane, I think they've had it for, at least 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
It's a 74, so yeah, it's 41 years old. Or maybe it's a 75, I don't remember.
Either way, it's pretty good shape.
Yep.
So is the airstrip right on the coast?
It's right in the middle of town, actually.
Yeah.
This is an excellent view. This is awesome. But let's start losing a little bit more altitude, and we'll work our way down. Now your pattern is truly 1,000 feet. on the altimeter because the airport's at 5 feet elevation.
I see.
So now instead of this little 1200 thing, we'll be right at 1,000. And just kind of, we'll make a left turn in a little bit and just follow over the coastline. And that'll lead you into the downwind. You'll be shocked when you see the airport. We're landing there?
Looks like somebody's driveway.
Yep. We're not going to land any jet-powered airplanes there.
So we're 5 miles north.
Yep. I gotta get a picture real quick.
Could you grab the plane for a minute, too?
Yep, I got it. Oh, it's hard to escape it. Hillsboro Hotel is 3 miles to the north. We'll be left downwind for...
Hopping over to the cheese factory and stuff in our face. Okay, so
we're just sinking here. About 70. know it's a really narrow road here. There you go. I'll ease a little bit of power out. There you go. This looks okay. Sweet. Cool. Bouncy. Yep. Brake a little bit. There you go.
I can feel your feet on that one.
There you go. Cool.
Awesome. That's fun.
All right, and then we'll hang a left turn here and go on the ramp.
Pacific City traffic, Cessna 5440 Hotel, clear runway 32, Pacific City.
Cool.
Okay, cleaned up. And where do we park her?
Well, out here is a good spot because we want to try and not blast everybody. They get especially sensitive to it.
Yeah.
And so what I would do, probably not going to chain up because it's so calm, but there's a spot right here. If you want, I'm
gonna do it?
help you. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.